Hey everybody, just driving around, got a little bit to do today, but I've got some ideas running through my head after listening to a few people today talking about what's going on in Pennsylvania and the different areas that are still being pretty much contested. Oops, sorry, this is turning away from me. But anyway, I think it's time for everybody maybe to start calling all the Republicans that are in Congress, all the Republicans that are in the Senate, and tell them that one of the biggest reasons that they were re-elected is because of Donald Trump. And now Donald Trump has no backing by these freaking weasels who have been riding on his coattails for 4 years. It's just crazy to me that people aren't seeing this right now. So I really think that we have to start making these phone calls. Whether they're your senator or a congressman, it doesn't matter. I think we should just be blowing up their phone lines and going after their, going in, calling their offices, their congressional offices, maybe their local offices where they're from, just to say, you don't back him, you will not be voted back in on your next election, because the Trump voter, it will never forget and will never forgive you. Lindsey Graham is a big winner because of Donald Trump. And oh boy, I decided I'm gonna, donate, $500,000 or something like that to Trump's defense to help, with this litigation and all that for the election. And then he's quiet. Oh, he may go on the news. But some of these senators need to go to Pennsylvania and start demanding that they re-canvass. Maybe push to have that whole vote invalidated, and people have to re-vote, and no mail-in voting. It has to be in-person voting only. They need that help to do it. Sorry, just hitting some rough areas here. But I think it is about time that we're going to need to really, really push those conservatives or Republicans, or now we're going to start calling them all rhinos, that they need to back the president. This is the only reason that they have won their re-elections. It's pretty much like they've given Donald Trump the finger, because what they're saying behind closed doors right now is that if we don't have Donald Trump as our president, we can start to make the Republican Party bigger and better, and we'll go back to the way we used to do things. Well, that's just not right. We're voting these people in. It's just bullshit. I just get that kind of stuff really makes me mad. Now, do I think that Donald Trump is going to win this election? Hell's yeah, he's gonna. Because they're gonna prove the fraud in a lot of areas. They may not in Pennsylvania, but I think the only way he's gonna take Pennsylvania is they have to invalidate all the votes that came in after 9 o'clock at night, I want to say, because the polls close at 8. So anything that came in after 9 is automatically gone. They can't use those votes, because darn well gave a middle finger to the Supreme Court about segregating those ballots and still didn't let anybody in, you know that they're deleting these ballots. So I don't know if they're going to hide the ballots so that people, or if they destroyed the ballots. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not 100% behind I'm not 100% behind them saying that all of these votes had watermarks with the IC strips with the coding to take it to make them easier to track. I not 100% sure if I believe that, because you do have states that vote on those voter machines themselves. So how can how can you verify those? I don't know. Maybe I just don't know enough. But in any case, I'm just a little bit upset today. Not mad. Not that I have to redo my thinking on how I feel about Donald Trump. And I'm not angry and anxious that he's not going to win this. I know he's going to. My attitude right now is just that more Republicans, this is what I'm irritated with, need to come out and back him up. And they're not. And that's what's really making me mad. And I know a lot of my friends were like, they're all rhinos. It doesn't matter. But if they don't back him, and which they really do need to back him, but they're not. And this just shows you that a lot of them are giving lip service to Donald Trump. And I think they'll be happy if he loses. Because they all think he's a liability, and he's not. Most of them are all warmongers. Well, Trump is not. He doesn't want us to go to war anymore. He's fought to keep everybody out of it. All the peace deals that he did, that'll never ever happen again if Trump is out of office, because they're all, like I said, warmongers. They make money off of this stuff. It's just it's just plain crazy. Now, it's nice to be driving around right now because we're going to be having a standout in West Bridgewater today. Not a standout, but we're going to flag waving. But where we normally do in West Bridgewater Center, they've already got American flags up, POW flags, because Veterans Day is tomorrow. Which I'm happy to see, because we'll be there with all of our stuff, and it's only going to back us up with the American flags, which is really nice. Now, I do have a lot of friends who are so happy, we're going to go into something else, that Biden's winning. I have family members that are ecstatic that, they think that Biden is the president, and they're being lied to. And I really do. I have, I'm a little worried about some of my family, because when Donald Trump is reelected, they are going to be so heartbroken dejected. I know two of my brothers will be anyway, and we're not going to be able to talk. And I've told all of them that most likely I'll be done with Facebook. I've already backed up all of my photos, my videos that I had on there are backed up, and then now I'm going to be putting them on a drive so that I have them forever, and I may just be deleting Facebook. Because I don't want to see them crying and beating up on Donald Trump for another 4 years. I don't. Even though I told them, Donald Trump wins, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it about how he's not your president. He's not your president. I listened to that for 4 years. Not going to do it anymore. So, more or less, I just want everybody to, keep smiling, keep laughing, be around people that make you happy. I have friends that are not political at all. We don't talk politics. To the point that, some of them, I don't even know how they voted because they keep that to themselves and they're not political like I am. But we have fun together because we don't talk about this stuff. They've also called and checked on me because they thought that I was upset because, that Biden was the projected winner. And I said, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. I possibly could have been, when the results were coming in and watching, you just knowing that this was being stolen. And that they literally were stopping counting. They don't stop to count. You count, the polls close, and by 11, 12 o'clock at night, you have who your winner is. I mean, granted, in 2016, it wasn't until 3 o'clock in the morning, I believe it was, when Trump finally came out because Hillary finally conceded. Maybe she had to sober up before she called them. I don't know. But in any case, this shouldn't be taking this long. It's because they're trying to come up with all the votes they possibly can to steal it. Well, how does they think that 70 million or more Americans that voted for Donald Trump are going to take this? They're not going to take it sitting down. You've got true patriots out there fighting and backing up the president. And like I said, we're our congressmen and the senators from the Republican Party. You need to get out there and back him up. Go to those states that things are being contested. Throw your weight around. I mean, not for nothing. In Pennsylvania, the legislators are Republican. They should be outraged right now and throwing their weight around. It doesn't make any sense to me that they're not. It really doesn't make any sense. I'm getting a little scattered, but I just want everybody to be ready either way. But I do have a feeling that this is going to go to the Supreme Court. It's going to get called for President Trump. And when that happens, you need to be ready. because there's going to be chaos in the streets. I'm already going to be stocking up on stuff this week. So that way I'm all set for a couple of weeks. And later on, maybe I'll do another video on what I think will happen and what you should do to prepare yourself. All right, everybody, be safe. I have got to hit the car wash. I can't see out my windows anymore. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.